Welcome to the Christic Elemental Harmonic Restoration Systems full run through. So what I've done is set up a sacred space. My desk is partly my altar as well in my current setup. So I have my candle lit. It's a white candle. You could choose a white or a gold candle for this purpose. You can have sacred geometry available, whether that's in a crystal form or just a picture of it. And you can also have any sigils that are relevant to you or to the client that you're working with, let's say. That would be helpful. So you're going to want to place the sacred geometry or the sigil near the body. So if that's you, it's near your body. If you're doing it for a client, it's near their body. And that can be done in a visual way as opposed to physical. But if your client has the crystal with them, like if you're doing it as a remote, there we go, as a remote healing through online practices, you can have the crystal for you, visualizing that that's for your client, or they can have the crystal either way. And again, with the sigil would work the same way. I realized in the last thing that we had talked about a dodecahedron, and I wasn't really certain whether or not everyone was aware what that was. So I was going to show that in a picture in a moment when the page opens up. There we go. I'll show you this picture so that you can have it for reference as well in case it comes up in the full walkthrough again, or if you're looking for a crystal or sorry, a sacred geometry, any sacred geometry to use, this is a handy one that you can use. So let me share my screen here. You could use either one is what I mean. You could use these, or you could use like your Merkaba. You could use the flower of life, the seed of life, stuff like that. So I'm showing right now the platonic, the platonic solids. So there's also a circle is included in this, but a full three-dimensional. As you can tell, these are all three-dimensional shapes. It's not a square, it's a cube. It's not just a triangle, it's a tetrahedron. So this is the dodecahedron. It is a 12-sided. So there's 12 of these pentagrams connected to one another. So 12-sided. And then when you count the number of sides and facets, it gives you other numbers. But this is the dodecahedron. And then you have the icosahedron. Sorry, I have to pronounce it right. So you can see those as geometry as well. Did you have a question, Carol? I see hands up. Did you have a question, Carol?
Yes, I'm just talking away and
Oh,
forgot that I was muted. Um, is a pentagram or is it pentagon? The shape.
oh, I see what you're
Because I'm like, is a pentagram, is that a five-sided star?
right. And I did say pentagram, didn't I, instead of pentagon?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I
I
just said it incorrectly. Yeah, it's pentagon.
okay. I didn't mean to correct you, but
No, no, please do. Please do.
I
If I
have
misspeak,
snips. I have snips and tidbits of geometry in my brain that sometimes pop out on a rare occasion.
right? Yeah,
And so
no,
I wasn't sure if I
yeah,
was correct or not. Okay.
nope, that's
Okay.
okay. Just I misspoke, so that's okay. I misspoke. Thank you.
We're human.
So that's our dodecahedron. If we click on it and bring it up, that didn't really help much. So we'll just close out of that. Okay, we'll just close out of that. You get the point. Search out the platonic solids, or look up the dodecahedron if you want that one specifically based on the session that we did for session 6. But again, you could look at your Merkaba, you could look at your flower of life or the seed of life. There's other sacred geometry that's out there as well. I just wanted to cover that because I noticed last time that I kind of skipped past it. I didn't have the picture ready for the session, unfortunately. So there you are. You have this, you have the pictures now. So we have our space set. We've got our sacred geometry near the body, or you've got your crystals, your personal totem items or sacred items for yourself. They are near you, and we're going to begin. So again, the first thing is always the sacred space. We've established that. We're set with that. Now we are going to close our eyes. We're going to get ourselves nice and comfortable. And we're going to call in our oversoul. If you know your oversoul's name, you can call it in directly. If you know your client's oversoul name, you can use that while you're doing the healing with them. So for me, I would call in Shah Alaris Vathariana. I would call in Prime Source, and I'm going to call in my guardian guides. And I call in the oversoul of peace. I call in the oversoul of Carol, and I call in the guardian guides for both these members. So now I'm going to speak the opening invocation. By divine Christic authority, I now open this healing space in alignment with Prime Source, the eternal flame, and the Christic blueprint of the recipient. Only truth and love may enter here. All distortions are released. So it is. We're going to begin our breathing practice. We're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 4. We're going to hold for 4, and then we're going to exhale through the mouth for 6 breaths. So let's begin. Inhale, hold, exhale, 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 last inhale, hold, exhale. Return to a normal breathing routine. Continue inhaling and exhaling at a rate that is perfect for you. Now we're going to clear distortions. We're going to invoke each element out loud. So I now purify the element of earth within this body. You can visualize the earth being. You can call on the color. You can call on the element and the root, earth, ground. And allow all of the elements aligned with that within the body to be purified. You'll visualize each elemental distortion dissolving in light. As you do this, you can take a crystal or just your hand and sweep it over your body. Right now, we're working on the earth element. You can sweep from feet to crown. Next, we're going to invoke, I now purify the element of air within this body, visualizing this element dissolving into light. And again, with your hand or a crystal, sweep from your feet up to your crown. Next, we're going to invoke water. I now purify the element of water within this body. Sweep from your feet to your crown, visualizing this elemental of water dissolving into light. Next, we're going to call on the element of fire. I now purify the element of fire within this body. Sweep from your feet to your crown, visualizing the fire element dissolving into light. And finally, we're going to invoke the ether element. I now purify the element of ether from within this body. Again, sweep from the feet to the crown with your crystal or a hand, visualizing that element dissolving into light. And as we come to the crown with this final element, we're going to speak. The elemental bodies are now restored to divine harmony. Next, we're going to do the sacred geometry recalibration, and the objective is to repair the structural distortions using divine geometry. So we're going to visualize that beautiful golden dodecahedron above the crown. We're going to lower it slowly through the body, calibrating each energy center. So let it sit at the crown. Move it slowly down to the third eye. Allow it to move lower to the throat. From the throat to the high heart and the heart chakra. Allow it to move to the solar plexus. Allow it to flow down to the sacral chakra. And move to the root. See the dodecahedron split into two, one going down the left arm, the other going down the right arm, through to your hand chakras. And then see them go down the left leg and the right leg to your feet, to the chakras at the bottom of the foot, the soles of your feet. You're going to speak. I recalibrate the Christic template through sacred form. All distortions collapse. Divine structure restored. Allow the body to pulse in the new grid. Now we're going to do the DNA repair and harmonic code infusion. The objective is to activate the original divine DNA and remove ancestral or synthetic overlays. We're going to hover our hands over our heart and solar plexus. If we were doing this on a client, we would be hovering it over their solar plexus and heart chakras. You're going to speak this command. I now awaken the original Christic DNA within every cell. All artificial imprints are dissolved. Visualize golden strands weaving into the body. At this moment, if a tone or sound or harmonic key rises, allow yourself to express it. If you're doing a healing for a client and something rises within you, speak it aloud, tone it aloud for your client. Om. 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 Be Next, we're going to do the soul retrieval and fractal reintegration. The objective is to return fragmented soul aspects and restore oversoul alignment. So we're going to begin by speaking out loud. By divine authority, I now call home all soul fragments aligned with truth. If you're guiding a client through this, you're going to guide them to see images, memories, or feelings arise. With each image, memory, or feeling, welcome them with saying, "You are safe, you are home." And what we are doing is calling back any fragments or pieces that are ready for retrieval at this moment. Visualize golden light sealing the integrations as each fractal or each soul piece is retrieved. See that come back to you with this beautiful golden light sealing it. You are safe. You are home. You are safe. You are home. I am safe. I am home. We're going to move to phase 5, which is the sovereign lock-in and field stabilization. The objective is to seal all activations, declare sovereignty, and reinforce boundaries. For this part, we're going to stand if possible. And if it's not possible for you to stand, then you're just going to do it from a seated or lying down position. And as you stand, you're going to sweep your hands around your body, okay, down your legs, around your sides, over your head, sweeping it. And as you're speaking, you're saying, I am sovereign, I am whole, I am sealed in divine light and divine law. Visualize a crystalline Merkaba spinning around your body or the body of the person that you're performing this for, if you're doing it for a client. Let the field pulse in stillness. The final part is the Divine Architect Practitioner Seal. And the objective of that is to embody mastery and complete the KEHRS right. We're going to visualize a golden seal forming in the heart and expanding outward. Speak out loud. I now receive the Divine Architect Practitioner Seal. My mastery is complete. I serve as a sovereign Christic healer. So it is. To close the practice, we're going to thank our oversouls. So thank you, Shah Alaris Vathariana. Thank you to Peace's oversoul. Thank you to Carol's oversoul. Thank you to any other oversouls who are participating in this Christic elemental harmonic restoration system, right? I'm going to thank Prime Source, or the source of all creation, God, whatever your term is for the source of all creation. And we're going to thank our guardian allies. I'd like to add a thank you to the elementals as well for joining us today. Now we can offer water. This is important to hydrate as we're integrating all of this. We can offer to our clients and to ourselves grounding, and that's barefoot connection with earth, or go hug a tree, go stand by water. It doesn't have to be the ocean, a lake, a pond, a river, a creek will do. And journaling as well. Journal what comes up, what you feel, what you see, what comes up after this. And then rest for integration as well. So rest is going to be important. So the session is complete. The KEHRS field remains active for 72 hours for continued integration. And this is the KEHRS program. Hey. Whenever you're ready, you can return back to the present moment and we will talk about it in session. But I'm going to stop the recording here for those who are picking it up as the recorded session. Love you.